I believe that was Jalen Calvin, 6'1", 170, out of St. Petersburg. He'll play wide receiver and play in the secondary defensively. He's got speed, and he showed you how quick he could get it there. Second down and long. They need to get to the 36-yard line to move the chains here on this first drive. Morley rolls out of the pocket. Chase down. Fires it up the sideline at the last minute. No flags, falls incomplete. That'll bring up fourth down. So far, so good on the pressure for Team Florida, making Team Georgia very uncomfortable, at least it appeared. Intended target on that one was Jaden Hare, 5'6", 120, out of South Effingham. Oh, they replayed second. So this is third down. Got that sorted out in my head now. Worley rolls same side, looking downfield. Fires dangerously, and that one could have easily been picked off. Falls incomplete. Good effort by the intended target, Trey Walker, to try to go up and get it, but he was covered. Team Florida does what they have to do. Their offense will have the football now. First possession of the game, first punt. Team Georgia has had the better of the meetings here of late, but as we saw in the senior game, Florida played outstanding and came away with the win. We'll see if that has changed the momentum for the rest of the All-Stars in the showcase. High punt, that got caught by the wind. It came straight down. And boy, that's going to be dandy field position if they keep it there. Now, in some of these All-Star games, regardless of where the punt finishes or the play finishes, they will go to the other end, start at the 25 as if it were a touchback. But here, Team Florida has been gifted outstanding field position to start their first possession. Quarterback for Team Florida will be Gino Devine, 5'10", 170, out of North Point. Drops back, lefty, pressure comes, hit as he throws, incomplete over the middle. Outstanding pressure, Team Georgia bringing it from the right edge, and Devine did not see that coming at all. Hit made by J.T. Lee out of Bullock Academy, 6'3", 240. I have a feeling we'll have called his name several times by the time this game ends. Single man in the backfield, two receivers each way. Devine rolling, fires, has a man in and out, hit him right in the numbers and bounced out incomplete. Actually, that was a really decent-looking throw. It'll be Christian Henderson in it, running back. Product to Edgewater. He'll float out of the backfield as Devine feels the pressure, and he's going to be dropped. Loss on the play, back to the 34-yard line. That's two plays now that Georgia's brought heat. Devine has been forced out of the pocket on every play so far. That brings up fourth down. And Team Florida is going to have to send it back to Team Georgia. Jaden Nelson will have the honors out of Tift County. Oh, nope. My apologies. Jeffrey Jones, wearing number 6, will hold. They're going to go for a field goal. It'll be by the leg of number 5, Kendall Johnson. Zephyr Hills Christian product, holding offers from Bowling Green and West Liberty thus far. It's going to be short, but he is kicking in terrible conditions in terms of wind. Field goal's no good. It'll be Georgia football. When we come back, we'll take a quick break. You're watching the Underclassmen Florida-Georgia Showcase right here on the Quick Cut Sports Network. Welcome back in, Quick Cut Sports Network. Team Georgia with the football once more. In at quarterback. Travis Burgess. Heard a lot of good things about this young man. Holding an offer from Arizona State. Keep in mind, this is an underclassman game, so as his career progresses, it's only going to get better. Sapp on the carry. They're going to go to the ground again. Look at the Georgia offensive line surging. Look at the size difference. They are dominating the line of scrimmage so far. Sam Sapp with another good run. Trips to the near side, stacked in the slot. Single receiver top of your screen. Burgess in the gun. He'll have Quentin Knuckles in the backfield with him. Some discussion taking place over on the far side. I think they may be messing with, chain issue again. But they're good. Set and ready. Here we go. 2 receivers each direction. From Mr. Burgess. Motion coming near side. Handoff goes right up the middle again. Knuckles fights his way across midfield into Florida territory. Stopped at the 46. Sets up a lovely 2nd and 3. If they can continue with those second down short yardage plays, they're going to just waltz right up the field. Knuckles again on the ground. Has enough for the first down. Stopped just shy of the 40. Trips to the near side again. Handoff up the middle. Upended at the line of scrimmage. No gain. That's what Florida's going to have to do with their defensive front if they want to slow down this early rushing attack by Team Georgia. And it's the difference is the defensive line. As you watch on Quick Cut Sports Network and QuickCut.com, it's easy to see the disparity, at least between the offensive and defensive lines when Georgia's got the football. Ball is loose, and it's going to be picked up by Florida. That's one way to kill a drive. Little miscommunication on the handoff, and Team Florida gets it back, and that's a killer for Georgia because they were moving the ball. That's what it takes. I'd rather be lucky than good. Sometimes I've heard people say that. And keep in mind, too, to a certain degree on these all-star games, folks, you expect some miscues because so much, so little practice together as a unit. And if that's the worst thing we see, I'll be seriously impressed. What a move across midfield. Streaking toward the near sideline, finally brought down just shy of the 35. That is Jeffrey Jones out of St. Petersburg, holding offers from Bethune-Cookman and FAMU. Jones will be joined in the backfield by Henderson. Pistol formation, 2 receivers split. Great first down play there. Jones again shows some of his lateral movement. Gain of about a half yard at most. Good pressure there and containment. I said gain, actually a loss of about a half yard. Sets up second, and we'll call it 10.5 officially. Same formation. Johnson and Ruffin on the near side set up as wide receivers. Henderson in the backfield with Jones. He's going to get the carry this time, and it's read and stopped immediately. Loss of about 6 yards back to the 41. Number 14, Ryan Brown, 6'4", 190 out of West Orange. Lines up at wide receiver, top of the screen, at least the last couple of plays. Big target. Saw him make a one-handed catch in pregame warm-up that was just silly. Now how that translates into a game, we'll see. 2-2 again. Here's Jones. Henderson providing some blockage. Jones pointing, trying to escape pressure, fires last minute, and there's the man I just mentioned, Ryan Brown. With a catch falling down at the 25-yard line. Great job by Jones to do everything he could until the last moment to allow his receivers to adjust and still not be brought down with the football. Very impressive. He has got some escapability as well. Brown, top of your screen, orange helmet. Keep your eye out on him. Henderson in the backfield. Jones falls under center. Quick one, near side, trying to set up a little screen action. Gets by the first defender, slung out of bounds after a short gain. It is enough for the first down, though, and they'll get to the 20. 2 minutes, 20 seconds to play here in the opening quarter. They like the 2-2 split on the wide receivers. Again, Brown, top of the screen. Henderson in the backfield. Jones rolls near side, fires near the end zone. Catch made at about the 2-yard line. No, they're going to call it incomplete. I did not see it. Hard angle for us up here in the booth. Heck of an effort, though. Sure looked like he grabbed it, just didn't maintain it as he fell out of play. That's a tough throw right there. Cross body for Jones. He's an athlete. 5'8", 170, but he plays bigger than that for sure. Same formation. 2nd and 10. Jones, forced out of the pocket, puts a move on. Gets to the 10, 5 walks in, but a flag comes in on the near side. We'll see what that's all about. What a move by Jones. Little shimmy to get inside, and once he saw daylight, he showed his speed. But it's coming back, unfortunately.
Holding, Florida.
Those holding calls are killers, especially, of course, when it's a scoring play. Penalty moves it to the 30. It'll be second down. And 20 to go. Jones brings the play in. Henderson stays in the backfield. Two receivers again. This time, Jones does not go under center. He's looking to throw. First man's a miss. Fires back across the field. Has a man catch made. Incomplete when he was hit. He dropped the football, or that would have been 6. That is 2. I thought sure catches that have both been dropped, and a touchdown run that was called back on a hold. Another tough throw by Jones. Man. Third down and 20. They'll go trips up top this time. Henderson stays in the backfield. Nope. Well, we got whistles and a timeout. Team Georgia will step away. No score. First quarter. Back in a moment right here on the Quick Cut Sports Network. Welcome back. Quick Cut Sports Network, Feltram Sports Park. Jones, look at the escapability again. Fires it, and another miscue. Oh, my goodness. Ryan Brown in and out of his hands. That's number 2 for him. Both would be touchdowns. Wow. Wow. And that's going to bring up 4th and 20. Holy cow. Look, folks, Jones is doing everything he can to score for Team Florida. He'll bring the play in once again. Henderson stays in the backfield. Oh, my goodness. Now you kind of start feeling for them because they've had 3 legitimate scoring opportunities, all for naught. Trips up top. Single wide receiver on the near side is Johnson. Again, into the end zone. This one is incomplete again. Oh, my goodness. He brought the ball in and lost it when he hit the ground. My goodness gracious, as Team Georgia dodged several bullets. 4 would-be touchdowns. As a matter of fact, wow. Hey. So Georgia's defense finds a way. See what they can do here on their second possession. They did well getting the ball up the field until the drive kind of fizzled out once they got into Florida territory. First down play is on the ground. Knuckles with the carry. 5'9" out of Meadow Creek. He'll stay in the backfield, trips near side. Handoff. Listen, I don't know. It looked like Worley wanted to keep the football. Tried to pull it at the last minute, but it was already in Quentin Knuckles' hands. And almost like he hesitated. He saw something maybe last minute downfield, tried to pull it and go, but unable to get it out of the grip of his running back. Trips left, single receiver near side, whistles. Timeout. We have a timeout. We'll step away briefly. Right back here from Felsham Sports Park. You're watching the Quick Cut Sports Network. Welcome back into the Quick Cut Sports Network here from Felsham Sports Park. A beautiful day to play some football. This is the start of the second period, no score. Team Georgia in the white uniforms, black trim. Florida in the orange. Worley looking, has time. He's got a decent offensive line, makes space up the near sideline. Flag comes in late as he makes his way up across the 40. Telling you, if the Georgia offensive line can continue to allow Worley space to operate, they could really have their way. Just to give you an idea, let's talk about number 71, Gabe Smith. 6'6", 315. Holding offers from Miami, Tennessee, Arkansas, Ole Miss, and the Hokies of Virginia Tech. Not too shabby for an underclassman, folks. Holding the call against Team Georgia. It happened right in front of us as Worley was trying to make his way up the near side. Movement out of the backfield. Worley goes top of the screen, has a man. Gets to the outside, gets a good chunk of those holding yards back, close to the original line of scrimmage, which is the 30. That was Jaden Barnett out of the backfield, 5'9", 185 out of Landmark Christian. Unfortunately, it brings up fourth down, and Georgia punts, or at least lines up to punt it away once more. It looks like it will be let's see.
Demetrius Brooks with the punt.
Yeah. Number 4, Demetrius Brooks sends it away. Decent punt. Floating to the near side. Fielded at about the 40. Room to run up the near sideline. Couple of blockers. Helmet comes off. Plays killed. And a nice return from Team Florida's Jaland Calvin.
Jaland Calvin with the
Good return. Gives Team Florida great field position at the Team Georgia 40. Great field position. In at quarterback, it'll again be number 3, Gino Devine. He'll be joined by Henderson in the backfield. Bunch formation near side. Now, Brown will fall into the tight end spot as 2 receivers are split up top. Devine, pressure comes quickly over the middle. Low pass, incomplete. Boy, the time that the Florida quarterbacks have in the pocket is so small right now.
Intended receiver was Ray Brown, incomplete.
Number 28, J.T. Lee. We talked about him a couple of series ago defensively for Team Georgia. 6'3", 240 out of Bullock Academy. He's a problem. Devine with Henderson right behind him. Here comes pressure. Devine slips through 2 would-be tacklers. Hit as he slides. Just shy of the 35.
With a nice rush. We are now coming on 3rd.
He knew the contact was coming. Smart play there. He had 2 defenders coming from either side of him. They were looking to do some head hunting, let me tell you. No score as we approach the 9-minute mark here in the first half. Breezy day. Very cold for Central Florida this morning. About 36. When I hit the road, it is now a much nicer 60. Great weather for these young men to be playing football, that's for sure. Whistles and a timeout. Team Florida will step away. No score here in the Underclassmen All-Star game. Back in a moment. Quick Cut Sports Network. Florida calls the timeout. Wanted to talk things over a little bit. 8:44 on the clock. No score. 3rd down and about 7 to go. And that is pressure and a sack. Big loss on the play as Team Georgia and that defensive front is bringing heat. To be nowhere to go. Brings up 4th down. It'll be 4th and about 13. 4th and 13. And it's not just one player on that defensive front that's creating issues. They're able to hold their own on the line, and then here comes one linebacker after another. 2 each way for Devine this time. 4th and 13. What can they draw up here as the pressure comes again? Devine fires over the top far side, and that is a catch on the far side. What a grab. My goodness, Kendall Johnson redeems the wide receiver core with that catch and sets up a 1st down at about the 16. Got a Team Florida player slow to get up. That is number 74, R.J. Stam, 6'5", 260. A Panther out of Dr. Phillips. He is able to make his way off to the near side. Always good to see. Okay, so that changes the complexion of this drive for Team Florida. Now 1st and 10 inside the red zone. Two each way. DeBean looking to the near side. Fires. Has a man. It's Brown. Catches it at about the 10, but he's pushed back. Forward progress. They're going to give him the 11. Gain of 4.
Brown from DeBeau.
Ron Brown lines up on the near side. Slot will be Dominic Ruffin. Handoff in the backfield. Henderson escapes the tackle, gets to the 5, and spins into the end zone. Touchdown, Florida.
Christian Henderson with the rush and the touchdown. Florida.
11-yard touchdown run for Christian Henderson out of Edgewater, and Florida's on the board first. Extra point pending. With that catch up the far side by, let's see, was it Kendall? Yeah, Kendall Johnson with the catch. That changed the entirety of the momentum, because up until that point, Georgia had applied pressure and done it with great success. John Farfin, the West Boca product, on to try to make it a 7-0 lead, up and through, and our score, Florida 7, Georgia 0, 6:26 to play in the first half. Great drive.
Florida.
And again, after all the misses in the end zone, or near the end zone, the drops rather, on the first couple of possessions, Kendall Johnson finally reels a huge catch in. And a nice throw from DeBean, too, because he had to put that high in the air and bring it down in a position where his guy could make the catch. He was double covered as well. Three deep to return the kick for Team Georgia. Trey Walker on the near side. And I'll get you the other two here in just a second. Get the front of the jerseys tucked. And now they have the football for Farfin to set it up and kick it away. Really can't say enough about how monumental that catch was from Kendall Johnson. Now to be up to the Florida defense to maintain the 7-point lead. Short kick fielded at about the 30. Coming to the near side, wrapped up and dropped just shy of the 40-yard line. That's where Team Georgia will have it. First and 10. Sam Sapp, very instrumental so far for Team Georgia here in this first half. 6 feet, 195 out of Vidalia. They're going to go with Travis Burgess in at quarterback again, a holding offer from Arizona State already, amongst others. Hand off to Sapp, straight forward across the 40, out to the 45. Good run. Second and 4 after the gain of 6. How will the... I think for me personally, I'm looking to see how the Florida defense does with a lead. Sapp again, straight up the middle. This time gets about 3. He's going to be about a yard shy of the line to gain. Third and short. They've kept it on the ground. They feel that they do have that advantage in the trenches. Trips up top. Hand off and a great read and a stop by Team Florida's Clifton Sloan.
Clifton Stone with the major stop.
6'1", 270 out of St. Petersburg. That was a beautiful read by Sloan there on the attempted carry by Jaden Barnett. Barnett, 5'9", 185 out of Landmark Christian. Trey Walker, single receiver. Nearest your vantage point. Two receivers up top. Hand off the backfield, and another great read at the line of scrimmage. Stop for no gain. So the Florida defense did exactly what they needed to do. They did not allow Team Georgia to get anything going. They will take over 1st and 10 inside Georgia territory for the second straight drive. 4:25 on the clock. 7-0 our score. Team Florida in control with the football once more. Florida breaks the huddle with Jeffrey Jones at quarterback. He's been good today. Both quarterbacks for Team Florida have Gino Devine and Jones. Little motion. Jones fakes it, takes off. He's got quickness, spins across the 40 and falls forward to the 36. First down yardage on first down. Nice job by Jones. Boy, he is quick. Again, holding offers already from Bethune-Cookman and FAMU. Pistol, handoff. Good read by the Georgia front. That one went nowhere. Met immediately, and now we got some extracurricular activity. It's early, boys. Settle down. And I want to apologize. I do not have a number 15 unless I am crazy on the Florida roster. We'll get that for you at the break. He was the one coming in motion, which set up the little misdirection for Jones. Now he'll line up in the backfield. Pistol formation, two receivers each way. Jones drops, looks to throw, pressure, and he cannot escape the pocket this time. He's dropped for a loss of 2. Good containment there from Georgia. Bratton, one of the players in there on defense. On the stop, same backfield, trips high side. Henderson's going to come out of the backfield, line up at wideout. All alone on the bottom of your screen. Pressure comes, Jones spins away, fires up the middle of the field, catch made! Falling to the ground. What a grab and what a throw.
What a nice look for Kendall Johnson for a great game for Florida.
Telling you. Kendall Johnson now with 2 monumental catches to extend drives. Jones fakes the handoff. He cannot escape the pressure this time. Whistles blow before he can fire it away. In on that stop.
That Georgia pressure stopped Florida from trying to get anything on that play.
Number 7 was in there. Jaden Golden, 6'5", 210 out of Druid Hills. Pretty well put together for a defensive end, especially an underclassman. I imagine his team is expecting big things from him next season. Henderson again is going to squeak out of the backfield, line up a wide receiver. Keep an eye out for Kendall Johnson, top of your screen. He's going to come across the middle. Jones looking. He's open momentarily, but Jones is wrapped up. Good defense by J.T. Lee. Also in on the stop for Team Georgia, number 10, Kaishan Bratton.
J.T. Lee and Tyshawn Bratton with the stop and sack.
We got whistles and a timeout with 1:12 to play in the first half. 7-0, Florida with the lead. Back in a moment on the Quick Cut Sports Network.
There's an alternative to huddle? This is Ann with Quick Cut. Like you, we are excited for 2021. The off-season is a perfect time to take a closer look at Quick Cut, the #1 alternative to huddle. We offer a full-featured video and analytics platform for colleges, high schools, middle schools, and club teams. If you are looking for robust reports, detailed stats, or just a better price, Quick Cut is the answer. We offer more features.
Third down and very long for Team Florida with 1:12 to play here in the first half. They lead at 7-0. Jones looking. Forced out of the pocket, straight ahead. He gets to the 25. It is well short of the line to gain, considering the line to gain is about the 4-yard line. Or I'm sorry, the 4-yard line. Whistles and now a timeout. Team Georgia. 54 seconds to play here in the first. You know, obviously you would want to see a higher scoring affair, but I'll tell you, considering how exciting it's been and how much action there's been, you would think it would be a much higher scoring game. The arm of Jeffrey Jones and the hands of Kendall Johnson are the difference. That long pass downfield set up the rushing TD from 11 yards out, which gives Florida the lead currently 7-0. Here, it is 4th and about 25. So they have their work cut out for them here if they want to capture some more points before the intermission.
All right, and we are looking at 4th and about 25.
Trips to the near side. Ryan Brown out. Kendall Johnson is your wide receiver up top. Keep an eye on him. Henderson also useful out of the backfield. He'll line up nearest us, 4 wide to the near side. Opening up the playbook. Here's Jones. Pressure comes. He's able to get away from it thanks to that quick first step. Fires across the middle. Has a man caught at the 5, and that's going to be a 1st and goal. His ability to extend plays out of the backfield is outstanding. Because let me assure you, that defense is coming way fast. But his quickness is just, it's unique. 38 seconds to play here in the first, and we have another timeout. Don't go anywhere.
We have another timeout.
I am here with Peter Mustachio, head football coach at Cosby High School in Virginia. If you were talking to a room full of coaches who are on the fence of coming over to Quick Cut, what could you tell them based on your experience over the...
Here we go. 38 seconds on the clock. First and goal. Team Florida trying to add to their touchdown lead. Oh, they didn't give him the first. I thought they gave him the first down. My apologies. I was looking at the chains closest to the goal line. So Georgia will try to play out of the shadows of their own goalpost. Sapp with a good carry out across the 5, gain of about 4. Heck of an effort by Jones to extend that play and give him a chance. Two receivers up top. Worley in at quarterback. Looks near side now. Fires, batted down as he looked across the middle. No flags. Great job batting that one down. And that is the end of the first half. Don't go anywhere. 7-0 Florida leads. We'll be back with the third quarter in about 15 minutes. Back here on the Quick Cut Sports Network.
Here with Dixie Ziegler of Sports Scope. We've partnered with a lot of different companies, but Sports Scope I'm really excited about because you guys are a complement to Quick Cut. Now our customers looking for sideline replay, looking for tripods, looking for smart heads can go right to you. We're going after the same customers. Tell me a little bit about the smart head and what that does for the customers.
Yep, so we're the only company that makes an iPad-controlled end zone system. So your end zone filmer actually moves to the press box. They're able to control end zone and replay from the same iPad. So what it does is it eliminates one of your filmers.
In addition to tripods and the smart head, you also have sideline replay, the Edge sideline replay. And so customers can find you as a one-stop shop for all of their end zone needs, all of their tripod needs. Tell me a little bit about the Edge replay.
Yeah, so we have our Edge replay that can connect to get the current end zone system and your current sideline camera. But we also, I call it one butt to kick. We have our replay built into our iPad controlled heads, which again allow for the end zone filmer to move to the press box and control both. So
get out of the elements.
There's an alternative to huddle. This is Ann with Quick Cut. Like you, we are excited for 2021. The off-season is a perfect time to take a closer look at Quick Cut, the #1 alternative to huddle. We offer a full-featured video and analytics platform for colleges, high schools, middle schools, and club teams. If you are looking for robust reports, detailed stats, or just a better price, Quick Cut is the answer. We offer more features for less money, and during these difficult times, that's more important than ever. In addition to our insanely competitive pricing, we offer player grading, social media, a college recruiting tool, and the ability to stream your games or practices through our mobile app. Spend a little time in the platform, and I am confident you'll like what you see. Save even more with our athletic director packages. We can cover every sport for your entire school. Ready to make the switch? Request a demo today at quickcut.com or call us at 407-768-2011.
I am here with Peter Mustachio, head football coach at Cosby High School in Virginia. If you were talking to a room full of coaches who are on the fence of coming over to Quick Cut, what could you tell them based on your experience over the last 2 years?
I would make the same decision today. I have no problem with using Quick Cut. I enjoyed Quick Cut. I have a more personal relationship with you guys than I did with the huddle people, even with it, whether it be dual camera, being able to load end zone and sideline camera, having multiple, and you guys had tie-ins with other companies with that. So it helped with that. Having access to it on the sideline. The best thing was I got more bang for my buck.
Welcome back into the Quick Cut Sports Network, coming to you live from Feltram Sports Park. I'm Bobby Allen, alongside our executive producer, Brian Kells, Joey Pletka on camera today. Thanks so much for tuning in here for the 2024 Florida-Georgia Underclassmen Showcase. 7-0 our score. Team Florida with the lead. They had an opportunity to get inside the 5 and add points late, unable to connect on a fourth down shot toward the goal line. But Florida does start with the football first. Return man up the middle will be Kendall Johnson. He's come up with 2 incredible catches. He and Jeffrey Jones, quarterback for Florida, have been a dynamic duo. Really surprising, though, for me personally, as easily as Georgia moved the football on their first possession, dominating the line of scrimmage, they have since yet to really establish anything. But that's why we play the second half. A lot of football left. Also, we got the best clock guy in the business today here at Feltram Sports Park. Not going to mention names, just know he's the best. Kicking it away for Team Georgia will be number 1, Sam Sapp. This young man does everything. He was cooking some hot dogs at halftime. Return by Henderson comes up the middle across the 25 to about the 26. Good stop on special teams by Kashawn Bratton. Multi-dimensional player out of Paulding County. Here we go. First possession of the second half. It'll be Team Florida with the football. It'll be Gino DeBean. 5'10", 170 out of North Point. Commanding the offense. He'll have 2 receivers split top, 3 near side. Henderson in the backfield. Henderson, the Edgewater product. He played behind one of the best there was. C.J. Baxter now at Texas. And that is a great defensive play on the intended pass to Brown. That was Carlton Stroud, number 20, with the great play defensively out of Paulding County as well. 6 feet, 170. Also will play wide receiver. Second down, handoff to Henderson. Escapes 2 tacklers, but held up enough for the rest of Team Georgia to follow suit.
Henderson with the rush.
Big hit by Braden Roberson. 5'9", 205 out of Centennial. One of that very strong linebacking group here for Team Georgia. DeBean in the pistol with Henderson right behind him. 2 receivers each way. Ryan Brown out of West Orange. Slot up top, looking long, throwing long. Brown's there, and in this time he reels it in. What a catch. Oh, boy. That changes everything on an outstanding catch. But let's talk about the throw, too. DeBean put that in the only spot his guy could get it again. What an effort both ways. What a play. Brown, a big target, too, at 6'4", 190. And he has range with his legs as well. Bunch formation on the near side for DeBean. This time he'll send one over the top far side and incomplete. No flags. Good defense.
Intended target was
Let me tell you, Devine took an absolute shot as he left that football go, and he was slow to get up.
Hey, 7-3, you're making plays happen with those blocks. Keep doing it, 73. Let's go, 61.
Number 15 for Team Florida. We got the name for you at halftime. We apologize. It is Isaac Platt. Here's a keeper. Up the middle, out across the 35, down to the 30. Now they're going to spot him at the 35. Carry by Devine. Once again, we want to tell you how much we appreciate you tuning in to this edition of the Florida-Georgia Underclassmen Showcase. Had the pleasure of doing this game now for a couple of years, and it's been exciting and fun every time, as was the Senior Showcase a couple of weeks ago. Devine looking near side. Pressure comes. Changes direction. Fires over the middle, incomplete. It's just the pressure is relentless, and the difference between Devine and Jones, Devine is more patient in the pocket. Jones is ready to go. He is ready to tuck and run, and obviously he does that with great success. Devine will come to the sideline, get the call. After that big catch by Ryan Brown, he came up just a little shaken up. He's been off to the sideline since.
And we're looking at 4th and 8.
Big fourth down play here. 4th and 8 to keep this drive alive and potentially add some points for Team Florida. Devine whistles. Play is stopped. Penalty will be against Team Florida. That'll back them up 5. And again, considering how limited practice time these teams have had together, it's been a very clean game here. Devine with pressure, fires over the middle. Johnson there, but overthrows him just a little bit.
Devine with the pass, but overthrown. And we got Florida taking over. Georgia is taking over.
So the drive stops at the Georgia 40. And now we'll see Team Georgia come back out on offense, led by number 31, Travis Burgess, again holding an offer from Arizona State. That's big time for a underclassman. Single receiver nearest us. And there was movement by the Florida D-line. That'll give them 5 yards, move the line of scrimmage to the 45.
Offside, and then it looks like we got a gain of 5 for Georgia.
In the backfield, number 19, Jaden Barnett, Landmark Christian product. Looking to throw over the top, nice ball, and just barely overthrows his intended target, Landon Dean.
Landon Dean was the intended receiver.
Dean also holding an offer from Bethune-Cookman.
And we're looking at 2nd down for Georgia.
2nd and 5. I like the shot right there on 1st and 5. That's the perfect chance to do it. Ball close to midfield. Travis Burgess has a nice looking arm. This time he's forced out. Looks downfield, tucks and runs. Boy, he has some speed too. He long strides.
And from there, ladies and gentlemen,
And that is a first down
number
into
31,
Florida
Travis
territory.
Burgess with the rush. And a
Gets
great
forced out of
game for
bounds at about the
Georgia.
41-yard line. I was anxious to see what he looked like under pressure out of the pocket. And that was as good as you can get. Trips to Burgess's left this time, near side. Rolls that way, fires that way, long over the top, has a man wide open. Touchdown, Georgia. Wow, 40-yard strike from
Burgess with the pass
to Tyson Spears. Somebody missed an assignment. Spears was uncovered. Georgia ties the game, pending the extra point. Nice response on their first possession of the second half. Not only did they prevent further points from Florida as they are set up to go for two. Burgess was Sapp in the backfield. Motion left to right. Rolling right, now has to change course, and he is running for his life. Fires corner of the end zone, has a man, but he is out of bounds. Good catch, but stepped one too many. Boy, had he connected on that one, that would have been enormous. However, that leaves the score 7-6 with 9:23 to play here in the third. Now we'll see what Florida will look like trailing. Team Georgia with the touchdown ties the game, had an opportunity to tie the game, missed the 2-point conversion, 7-6. 3 players back deep. It's going to be end over end right up the middle. Fielded by Johnson. Works his way through the middle. Hit and drop just across the 25. So Team Florida, they've had exceptional field position on a few drives in Georgia territory to start. This one, they will have normal field position. And it'll be number 6, Jeffrey Jones, coming back in at quarterback. Very dynamic with his legs. Not too shabby through the air either. Henderson will be in the backfield. Brown back in. He'll line up wide receiver near side. 2 each way. Immediately, Jones up the middle, bounces to the outside, still on his feet, first down, all the way out across the 40. He was slung out of bounds. They were wanting flags to come in. Jones, he saw space to his left and absolutely took off no sooner than the ball hit his hands on the snap. And there was a penalty after the play as a face mask is called, or it could have been unsportsmanlike on the toss out of bounds, I guess you could call it. Suplex maybe out of bounds, you know? Looked violent. Similar formation. Jones dropping back. Has a man across the middle, but he's forced out early. Takes off. First down and more. 30, Cuts inside at the 20. One man to beat, and he's going to be brought down at the 9-yard line. Ladies and gentlemen, meet Jeffrey Jones. Boy, he is dynamic. Florida wasting no time. He is so quick. This time it's going to be Henderson with the carry. Takes off toward the corner of the end zone, and he's in. 9-yard touchdown run for Christian Henderson, and Florida retakes the lead. Or extends their lead, 13-8, 8-11 to play. Well, that was the Jeffrey Jones drive right there. He got him to the 9, and Henderson does the rest. Wow. Telling you, some would consider him undersized at the quarterback spot at 5'8", but boy, does he make up for it with his ability to get away from somebody. Here's Farfan with the kick. It is up, and it is good. Our score, Team Florida 14, Team Georgia 6. Back in a moment on the Quick Cut Sports Network.
I am here with Peter Mustachio, head football coach at Cosby High School in Virginia. If you were talking to a room full of coaches who are on the fence of coming over to Quick Cut, what could you tell them based on your experience over the last 2 years?
I would make the same decision today. I have no problem with using Quick Cut. I enjoyed Quick Cut. I have a more personal relationship with you guys than I did with the huddle people, even whether it be dual camera. Being able to load end zone and sideline camera, having multiple.
To the Quick Cut Sports Network here at Feltram Sports. Beautiful day in Haines City for a little more football. 8:11 to play in the third, 14-6. Team Florida with the advantage. Henderson scores from 9 yards out. Jeffrey Jones, a quarterback, gets them all the way down the field to set up the score. And now Team Georgia will have a chance to answer. Kendall Johnson, another guy that can do it all. He'll handle kicking duties as well. Sutton and Walker, 2 of the 3 back deep. Sliding catch, he is down. Sapp. He thought he was in the wild card in the NFL. He's trying to get up and run. I love it. I love it. He's another do-it-all guy for Team Georgia. He's been impressive. Really good athlete. He's been the primary running back for Team Georgia today, and it'll be Caden Worley back in at quarterback, 6'1", 150. There's number 18. Worley in the gun. He's forced out. Fires it across the middle. Nice decision. Good catch. And that'll be enough for a first down. Landon Dean comes up with another grab. He's had a few big grabs in a couple of tough spots. Sapp in the backfield, single receiver. Near side trips, top of the screen. Hand off to Sapp. Running left, gets a few yards. A helmet comes off again, and a little pushing and shoving, and a flag comes in late. Last year in this game, there was a Similar situation. It got pretty chippy. Hopefully they can handle this and settle it down now. So they'll be offsetting unsportsmanlike conduct penalties.
And we have a timeout from Florida.
Hello, my name is Todd Denoyer. I'm the founder and CEO of Quick Cut. I'd like to share the story about how we got started. I've been involved with sports all of my life. I've had the privilege to play in college. I've officiated, coached at the high school and youth levels. I started my sports video business over 15 years ago. We all remember the old VHS and DVD days. It was such a relief to stop chasing film around on Saturday mornings and Sunday mornings. Cloud-based platforms simplified the exchange.
Back to action with Team Georgia and the football. 14-6. They trail. 7:19 to play in the third. 2nd and 8 is the down and distance. Worley. Single receiver in motion. Worley rolls, looks, fires, has a man. Nice catch. Good route, too. Beautifully executed route. Sutton with the catch. He's had a few good catches tonight or today as well. Jaden Sutton, 6'3", 165. I'm telling you, there are some targets out here. Well put together wide receivers. Watch Sutton. He'll line up in the middle near side. Worley floats one over the top, and that's going to be a catch and a score. What a ball from Caden Worley. Landon Dean out of Shiloh. At first, I'll be honest, I didn't think he was going to get underneath it, but boy, was I wrong. That was a beauty. 14-12 is now our score. Be interesting to see if they elect to go for two here. I think they would, and they are. Worley. Single man to the backfield with him. Looks to throw. Rolls to the right. Fires on the run, and that's a catch. And the 2-point conversion is good. We have a tie game at 14 with 6:42 to play in the third. Don't go anywhere. What an answer by Team Georgia. Back and forth they go. This is all you can hope for in a showcase game, is that the game is competitive. Had the opportunity to do the Tropical Bowl, the FBS College All-Star game yesterday over in Daytona. It was highly competitive. Ended in a 17-17 tie. This has been really fun to watch. Sapp will tee it up. Jalan Calvin back deep. Yeah, Jeffrey Jones is in the middle. Also, Christian Henderson on the far side. That could get interesting real quick. I wonder if they're going to notice and kick away from him. That will be interesting to see. Sapp absolutely has a good leg. He's just a heck of an athlete. Number 1 for Team Georgia, the one teeing it up right now. Sam Sapp, 6 feet, 195 out of Vidalia. It is going to be end over end right into the arms of Jones. Bobbles it, but picks it up cleanly. Takes off up the middle, runs into a tackler and bounces right off up the near sideline now. Cuts back up the middle, and he may be gone. Jeffrey Jones with an 85-yard touchdown, or kickoff return, but a flag on the near sideline. Got another flag laying on the far hash as well that I just noticed. Oh, man. All of us here in the press box perked up when we saw number 6 standing in the middle. And as I mentioned, I'm surprised they kicked it right at him for that very reason. Holy cow. Remember that name, Jeffrey Jones from St. Petersburg. I'll be anxious to see what kind of numbers he puts up the next season. We'll see Gino DeBean back in at quarterback, Henderson in the backfield. Brown lined up near side, Johnson up top. See if they go that way. No time to go that way because that is a sack. Man. Loss of 7. Wow. And that's the difference we've seen between DeBean and Jones. DeBean, excellent in the pocket. Don't give him time. He'll hurt you. But Jones, his first option is to make you miss, and he's gone. Wow. Isaac Platt and Ryan Brown lined up to the near side. Keep an eye on Johnson in the slot, top of your screen, number 5. Boy, talk about a roller coaster of emotions in this place. Oh, I know. Let's see. Is it a chain issue again? It is a chain issue. I see it now. They've been having issues with that set of chains since the beginning of the game. All right, we're back to action now. DeBean, quick hitter near side to Platt. And a great individual effort on the tackle by Team Georgia's number 7. Let's see. Why I don't see. Yeah. Oh, I see it. Yep. John Golden. I don't know what. It's been a long weekend, boy. Woo! I think I'm still trying to thaw out from yesterday. Ryan Brown near side, trips top of the screen, flag, false start, back him up 5. The line to gain is the 30. Florida in quite the hole now as the line of scrimmage is back on their side of midfield at the 45. DeBean pressured, and he's losing it. Lost the football, picked up by Golden, and that is a fumble and a recovery by Georgia. I hate that for Gino DeBean because he is good with his arm, and that time he just didn't get the help up front that he needed to give himself time. That's it. That's the difference. He'll get another chance, there's no doubt. Here we go with Team Georgia. Travis Burgess back in at quarterback. Trips to the near side. Fade to the corner, incomplete. Good effort. Well covered there by Caden Johnson. And a flag does come in. After the penalty, that'll bring the line of scrimmage to about the 12. They need to get to the 2 to get a first down. 12 yards out. Fortunate to pick up that call. Quick hitter to the near side, in and out of the hands of the intended target, Jaden Hare. Kind of surprised they didn't go back to the high side up there to Jaden Sutton. I feel like he would be a good target. Also up top was Landon Dean. Already has a touchdown catch to his day today. Sutton's going to be lined up in the middle on the near side. Trips that way. Sapp in the backfield. Here's a dart in. That is 6. Again, a Georgia wide receiver finds themselves wide open in the end zone. Anthony Bell Jr., another player out of Paulding County. I'm going to have to check out that team on Max Preps. They got several kids in this game, and I would imagine they might have had a decent year. I don't know. I was just informed that South Paulding's head coach is a Central Florida native. Graduated from University High School. Orange City University. 20-14. They're going to go for 2 again. Unsuccessful their last try. Whistles. Flag comes in on the near side, and that's going to back up Georgia 5 yards. Like we talked about earlier, at the very least, this has been a very entertaining game. Let's try it again. Sapp in the backfield to the left of Burgess, Burgess, high snap, collects it, rolls right, fires across the middle, and that was almost caught. Went through a defender's hands and a wide receiver's hands. So they are 0 for 2 on 2-point conversions, and the score is 20-14. As mentioned earlier, this has been a very entertaining game. Action all around. Some beautiful tosses for touchdowns. Good rushing plays. Quarterback play's been solid. Jeffrey Jones has been as entertaining a player to watch as anyone. Number 6 for Team Florida. So, once more, Georgia has to kick it away. Jones will line up straight away in the middle, set to return it. See if they go that way again. I just assume kick it out of bounds straight away as they kick it to Jones. It's going to be end over end right up the middle again. This time he fields it cleanly. Looking for space, looking for blockers, has room on the near side. Finally corralled as he gets out across the 35. I mean, listen, he's just one of those players that every single time he touches the ball, something could happen. Another penalty will back up Team Florida. The last drive was really impacted by some big penalties. And right off the bat, a holding is going to move the line of scrimmage backward. So it'll be 1st and 10 at the 15 for Team Florida. Now we'll see if they can respond again. Both these teams' response to touchdowns has been pretty impressive. It's been really fun to watch. Jones in at quarterback, Henderson in the backfield. 2 wide receivers each way. Having issues with the chains on the far side. Apparently they are broken, so they're doing their best to get them working. Another shout out to the officials. As I say every game, and I said it earlier, without officials, it's just practice. And there is an official shortage across the country. It's impacting just about every sport. So we encourage young folks to stay involved in sports. Keeps you around the game you love. And you can make a little money. Still tending to the chains. Our score 20-14. Team Georgia back on top. I feel like it wouldn't be too hard to just eyeball it at this point. But again, that's exactly why I'm not an official. I am tickled to death up here in the booth. I don't know. This seems to be giving them a fits here. 3:53 to play in the third. And it looks like we're ready now. Hopefully. Jones back in at quarterback. Henderson in the backfield. 2 receivers split each way. They're going to bring pressure again. Handoff goes to Henderson, and he is met as soon as he touched the football.
Henderson made an attempt for a rush, but was stopped by that Georgia front 4.
Brought down, loss of 5, makes it 2nd and 15. That's tough to start a drive. Whistles in a timeout. We'll take a break. Back in a moment right here on the Quick Cut Sports Network. Coming out of the timeout, they'll change the formation, tighten it substantially. Henderson all alone in the backfield, Jones under center. Pitch. Henderson coming near side, fights his way across the 10. Gets 4 of the 5 yards back after the penalty. Makes it 3rd and 11. Whistles and another timeout. Don't go anywhere. Right here on the Quick Cut Sports Network. All right, back-to-back timeouts. And they got a jumbo set in, but they're going to go opposite. Jones hit as he makes his way to the 20. He's going to come up 5 yards shy of the first down. Looks like Johnson's going to come in and punt this one away. Georgia is going to have awfully good field position. At least by the way it looks. Jaden Sutton stands just inside midfield. Now he'll be joined by Demetrius Brooks. Couple of changes for Team Florida.
And we have a delay of game.
Another penalty. Yeah, that's probably my fault. I just made a comment about how clean and penalty-free this game was in the last 5 minutes. It's changed completely. Good old broadcaster's jinx. Solid punt, fielded at the 49. Sutton changes direction and is eventually going to be wrapped up exactly where he caught the football. That was 20 yards of running for a no gain on the return. Gave it a heck of an effort. So Georgia will have field position in Florida territory. 2014, they will try to add to their lead. Minute 35 to play here in the third. Caden Worley back in at quarterback. He'll be joined by Quentin Knuckles. Sapp also joins Worley. Single receiver near side. Hand off Knuckles. Squeaks out about 3 yards. Second and 7. I mean, listen, at this point, if you're Georgia, you're up. You have a good offensive line. Just keep it on the ground. Clock's in your favor. If you're looking to really make it tough on Team Florida. High snap. Great job by Worley to grab that one. He is going to be wrapped up, dropped, and a penalty flag comes in. Don't know if that was an incidental face mask or what. Maybe horse collar. Roughing the passer. Well, at least the original indication. Ah, okay. Gotcha. So that'll bring him back to Georgia's 46. It will be third down. That's a loss of down as well, yes. Worley and Sapp in the backfield. Worley looking. Overthrows Sapp. And that'll bring up fourth down just like that, just as we thought Georgia was going to be able to control some clock and get it downfield. Penalties change completely. Fourth down and about 16. And it looks like they're going to try to go for it here with 29 seconds to play in the third period. They'll put this one in the hands of the quarterback, Caden Worley. Trips near side. Plenty of time. Worley over the middle. Has a man. Catch made. First down and more. Jaden Hare with another grab. My goodness. What a difference it makes. I know this is obvious for football fans, but what a difference it makes when the quarterback has time to read his progressions. Just that extra half second. First and 10. Worley again with time. Rolls. Pass batted down. Good pressure there by Team Florida. Clifton Sloan with the batted pass. Brings up second and 10. Jaden Barnett will join Worley in the backfield. Tosses one up the sideline. Catch is made, a beauty. He had Jaden Sutton at first. I don't think he saw how open Sutton was. Went to his safety valve, which is a pretty good one with Landon Dean, and he hauls it in on the sideline, but a flag comes in. No flag. That'll be the end of the third period. We've got a good one. Our score 20-14 in favor of Team Georgia, and they have the football threatening back with the fourth and final quarter right here on the Quick Cut Sports Network. Start of the fourth and final quarter here in the 2024 Florida-Georgia Underclassmen Showcase. Georgia with the lead and the football. Worley in the gun, rolls, has a man on the near side, catch made, and stopped just shy of the goal line. Jaden Hare. Jaden Hare has been exceptional here in the fourth quarter, or the third quarter, for Team Georgia. They have found ways to utilize him. Very quick, not a big target, but so far that has had no impact on his impact in the game. Second down. Handoff up the middle and stopped 1 yard shy. Quentin Knuckles on the carry, holding his left arm rather gingerly. May have a shoulder issue. First and goal, Georgia. Big targets on either end. They elect to run it, and they're in for the score. Touchdown, Georgia. Worley with the keeper. Had great blocking up front, as we've talked about. The offensive line size of Team Georgia is a big difference. And again, as I mentioned earlier, I'm really surprised that they have not had more success on the ground. Credit Team Florida. Team Georgia going for two. It will be Barnett in the backfield. Worley looks, fires near side, corner of the end zone. Incomplete. Great defense by Team Florida. Kendall Johnson showing his ability on the defensive side of the football there. No good on the conversion try. Our score 26-14, Team Georgia. 10:41 to play in the fourth. We've mentioned Kendall Johnson's name quite often. He's holding offers from West Liberty and Bowling Green. I imagine that list to grow exponentially over the next season or two. Now, it's up to Team Florida. How will they respond? Down 12. They've been very fortunate because Georgia has been unable to complete a few two-point conversion tries. Sapp to kick it away. Henderson and Jones. Back deep. Jones in the middle. Keep an eye on 6. This one's going to be fielded on the far side by Jalan Calvin. Calvin across the 40 before he's dropped at about the 42. Nice return. And Team Florida's going to go with Gino DeBean. He'll command the offense. Right now is where he needs that offensive line to give him some time. Henderson in the backfield. Johnson lined up on the near side. Pressure comes immediately. Escapes it. Nice job by DeBean. Tucks it. Fights his way to the 46 before he's hit. Gain of 5. We'll call it 4 unofficially. Tough run there by DeBean as well. And a great job avoiding the first wave of defenders. 2 receivers each way. Pressure comes. DeBean hit and dropped. Back at the 38-yard line. Georgia has brought pressure and done it so well today. Boy, they've brought the heat and just given Florida some fits. Third down and 14. Looks like Jones is coming in now on this third down. 5 wide. Empty backfield. Bringing pressure again. Jones drops back. Avoids the first wave. Turns the corner. Heads up the sideline. First down into Georgia territory. He's a game changer. That's all you can say about the young man. He's dangerous. But that's going to be coming back as well. My goodness. Team Florida cannot catch a break right now. And unfortunately for Team Florida, some of these penalties have come at the worst possible times. That being one of them for sure. That takes them from the Georgia 48 all the way back to their own 30. DeBean back in. Jones lines up at quarterback, or wide receiver, excuse me. And that's going to be a pick. Caught on the near side, cuts up the middle, and he's in. What a play. Outstanding read. Jaden Nelson, Tift County product, picks it off at the 35 and takes it to the house. 32-14 with 8.5 to play. I really I'm going to put this on the penalties. It changes the confidence. It changes how the quarterbacks read, especially when they're in good opportunities and they are taken away by penalties. Georgia going for 2. Burgess looks, takes off, tries to get to the corner. He cannot do it. Another 2-point conversion. No good.
Unfortunately, Georgia did not get the 2-point conversion. And now we're looking at 32.
So our score remains Georgia 32, Florida 14. Back in a moment right here on the Quick Cut Sports Network. Back here at Feltram Sports Park, Haines City on a beautiful Saturday, the Florida-Georgia Underclassmen Showcase, currently controlled by the gentleman from Georgia. 32-14 is the score. Sapp kicks it away. It's going to be fielded over on the far side by Calvin. He'll bring it toward us. Hit and drop just shy of the 45-yard line. So Florida will start with better field position on this drive. And they got to score quick. 8:22 on the clock. Here we go. Jones, empty backfield, 5 wide. 3 to the short side. And that's a great hard count. Pulled him off sides. It'll be 1st and 5. Hey, free yards with the clock stopped. Those are the kind of things that's going to have to go their way if they have any chance of getting back into this. On top of they have to score quick. Same formation. Jones has a man across the middle. It was Henderson. Now he fires it that way, and a great catch out across the 40. Moving the chains. Nice play. Listen, that was an excellent throw by Jones. But I'm telling you, he's 5'8", but he plays bigger. He's a good quarterback. Good vision. Clock falls under 8 minutes. 2 receivers, top of the screen. Pressure comes. Jones again gets away from it. Fires at the last moment. Cross field, and it's going to be incomplete. The first receiver went up. That was Johnson. It went through his hands. And then it bounced in and out of the basket of let's see, who was that? No, that was number 2. That was Dominic Ruffin, the second receiver. 2nd and 10. Five wide. And they got him again.
And another hard snap, and just like that, we got a gain of 5. Replay 2nd down.
2nd and 5. Great discipline by the offense. Jones. Nice move. My goodness. He's shifty and he can't get by everyone, though, on that play. John Golden with the great hit. Boy, what a move that first move was by Jones. Clock rolls at 7 minutes to play. 3rd down and 10. Georgia's defensive pressure, as we've mentioned, has created a little chaos for the Florida offense. Five wide again. Jones all alone in the backfield. Rolls near side. Has a little green grass. Throws it downfield. Dangerous pass. Falls incomplete. That'll bring up 4th and 10. He did all he could in that situation. But again, a great job of stretching that play out and containing Jones. Clock stopped at 6:19 to play. Same formation. I expect some pressure. They drop one. Jones escapes again. On the run, fires across the middle, and that ball is tipped and incomplete. Intended target. Let's see. Number 27, the intended target for Team Florida. Turnover on downs. Georgia takes over with the commanding lead. And Burgess in at quarterback. Hands off to Sapp running left. Sapp first down and more. Pushed out of bounds at midfield. Clock rolls under 6. Here's a play by Sapp up the middle. He's hit and brought down after a gain of about 6 yards. Calvin with another tackle. He's been good today for Team Florida. 6'1", 170 out of St. Petersburg as well. Holds an offer from Weber International. Burgess near side. Catch made. No blockers, though, and he is hit and driven back. 3rd and 9. Running clock under 4.5 to play now. 32-14, Georgia lead and the football. Burgess giving instructions, tucks it, slips out of bounds, just shy of the 45-yard line. 4th and 6. He wanted the wide receiver in front of him to take off down the sideline, but he was being chased, made the right decision. Florida needs to dig their heels in here. Again, forced out of the pocket. This time he's got green grass. 40. Cuts inside, gets to the 31 before he's brought down. That'll be a first down.
Great quarterback run. And we're looking at a new set of 1st and 10.
Four wide. Bad snap. Goes well over the head of Burgess, and that's going to be collected by Sapp. Georgia keeps it. Or at least that was the initial indication. It is. Good awareness by Sapp there. Sam Sapp has been very impressive today. Sapp out of Vidalia. I promise you, there is a place for that young man in college football. Somewhere.
2nd and 20, Georgia.
Burgess fires. Underthrown and falls incomplete. Flag comes in. As Landon Dean came back for the football, he was grabbed by the jersey. Jabari Walton saying that was his fault. He said, my bad. I don't believe that ball was catchable. Anyway, that stops the clock at 2:46. Oh, no, I guess they waved it off. 2nd and 10. Burgess looks. Fade to Sapp. Nothing there. Incomplete.
Intended target was Sam Sapp. And we're looking at 3rd. We're looking at 3rd and 11, Georgia.
Here comes Quentin Knuckles back in. A left a few moments ago, favoring his left arm. Good to go, and he'll line up in the backfield with Burgess. Two receivers near side. 2:36 to go, 32-14, Georgia in control. Motion. Finds Knuckles out of the backfield, escapes a tackler, fights his way down to the 25-yard line. Good effort there by Quentin Knuckles.
Quentin Knuckles with the reception for Georgia.
Meadow Creek product. And now we have whistles and a timeout. We'll be right back with them. You're watching the Quick Cut Sports Network. 2:18 on the clock. And that was definitely a false start. Hey, look, I get it. Sometimes you get excited. Even though that third quarter and the early fourth quarter had a few penalties, I mean, truthfully, this has been fairly clean for an all-star game. Hadn't gotten out of control like you sometimes see. Here's Burgess. Tucks it, gets to the 30. Wrapped up, loses the football, and it is knocked out of bounds. Whoa! What an opportunity for Florida to grab a possession here in the waning moments. Landon Earl, he'll see that in his sleep. He could have absolutely taken that in the distance. There was nobody. The drive fizzles out. Florida takes over. 2:08 to play in the contest. They're going to allow the late subs. Oh, no. They're going to flag him now. Yeah, and as the game is worn on, you've kind of seen some execution issues with Florida, just like that, a late sub. But, again, you got to understand how limited these young men have played together. And quite frankly, I think they've done a wonderful job. That one incomplete, but a flag comes in unsportsmanlike against Georgia. I think that's what I saw out of the corner of my eye. Was it? Okay. DeBean fires it. Catch hauled in by Ryan Brown. That'll get him to the 46. But the clock will continue to roll. First down. DeBean. And he is brought down. Flag comes in. That was it looked bad. Hopefully DeBean is okay. Appears to be. He's a tough kid, let me tell you. He's taking some pressure today. I don't think that was intentional. I think he just grabbed him in a bad spot and pulled the helmet off. That'll move the line of scrimmage inside the Georgia 40. Jones comes back in at quarterback. Jeffrey Jones has Been a difference maker for this Florida club today. He'll drop back, immediate pressure, and again shows his escapability, throws it at the last moment. And he gets up limping just a little bit, favoring his left leg. Based on what I've seen today, it's going to take a lot more than that to keep that young man off the field. And they're ready to snap it, but none of the wide receivers or anybody's ready. They're just hanging out. Jones in the gun, empty backfield. 5 wide. Drops back, and again, the pressure is relentless. Jones fires it, hit from behind, and it is caught in the end zone by Team Georgia. They're going to come out of there with it. And they've got an army of blockers in front of Jaden Sutton, but he's going to be brought down. Excellent hustle by Ryan Brown after the pick and the return to midfield. I like seeing effort like that because Team Florida could have easily put the brakes on and let him take it to the house, but Ryan Brown playing for pride right there. So it'll be 1st and 10, Georgia. And Caden Worley will come back in for the final minute and 2 seconds. Hand off to Sapp. He'll run straight ahead, lowers his shoulder, gets inside the 45 or close to it. And the clock continues to roll. No indication that they're going to try to stop it from either side. Sapp lines up in the backfield along with Worley once more. 2 receivers each way. Sapp is hit and dropped, loss on the play of about 3. Clock stopped at 12. They're going to let it run. And that will do it. Final score, Team Georgia 32, Team Florida 14. This has been the 2024 Underclassmen Showcase. For Joey Pletka on camera, for our executive producer Brian Kells, I'm B.A. Thanks so much for tuning in exclusively on the Quick Cut Sports Network.